Hello, everybody, and welcome in. So, it's round 4 here at Flat Out Racing North America, and it is Elite Division time, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see on the screen in front of you, we do have our updated Elite drivers list here for everybody for round 4. So, let's go through that real quick. While everybody settles in and gets ready for what's going to be an absolutely crazy race tonight here. We have a full grid, so expected to be a full grid. So we should see 15 cars on the track here tonight racing for Elite Supremacy at Barcelona. Gonna be crazy. So we do have Roach, we do have Heck, we do have Lucas. Hawko is not in the lobby currently. We do have Cardinal, we do have Pop, we do have MSP, we also have Jakey and Payme and Pigums, we have Smiley. I do not see Orange, we do not see Kevin yet, Mottmans, ladies and gentlemen, or K-Bonic. So Agent Orange is in the lobby. I do stand corrected. He just popped in. So, and you can see the subs there as well up in the top corner. Vandell, and I can't read them. They're too small on my screen in front of me, so I do apologize. This is, of course, sponsored by GTR Simulators, ladies and gentlemen. For more information about GTR Simulators, they are a sim rig making manufacturer out of the North America, of the United States, and they have some really great price sim rigs, really sturdy stuff. Lots of the community members do use GTR Simulator rigs here within the series as well, so definitely lots of love out there for our sponsor GTR Simulators. I lost my train of thought, my apologies. Secondary sponsor and other main sponsor is Apex Racing, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. And our graphics we're going to see on the broadcast here are powered by High Priest. So, let's talk about this for a minute, shall we? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Alright, round 4, Catalunya. You can see it on the screen in front of you. Strategies here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the AM division, we did see a couple different strategies. We did see that the one-stop strategy proved to be very dominant in the race here this week. However, these drivers are driving on slightly stronger settings. It is 3 times fuel and 4 times tire for these drivers. So they do have a lot more to deal with, and the weather's all the same. The only really difference is, of course, that tire wear and fuel wear, and the damage is heavy compared to light in the amateur division. So these guys have a little more to worry about when they're on the racetrack. Tire wear will be a factor here at Barcelona. This thing absolutely eats the left side tires, this racetrack. And so one stop is going to require a little bit of fuel saving, a little bit of tire conservation, and a mistake-free race. 2-stop is going to be, I guess, depending on your pace, if you can just full send the whole race and not really get hung up, and again, be mistake-free, you may have a chance at a race win here tonight. But you are going to suffer an extra probably 5 to 15 seconds pit loss all said and done compared to the one stop, and that could make or break your shot at the podium here tonight, especially in a division so tightly packed as our elite drivers tonight. So we are in the lobby. These guys are on track practicing. We're not going to jump over just quite yet for you folks, but these guys are flying, and we're actually just not going to show you any information either while these guys are running around. We're just going to let you see a name on top of a car. But hey, what's up, Keith? How you doing? It is race day, you betcha. And all the divisions are running tonight, so Pro and Pro M1 and 2 will also be running here in a little bit after the Elite race tonight. And then, of course, we'll re-bring those races to you Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then maybe next week we may have an additional race live for everybody as well. We'll keep you up to date on that, of course. So I think it was a great race last night by our amateur division, but a full grid of elite drivers is going to prove to be epic, ladies and gentlemen, epic. So definitely settle in for this one, because this should be an action-packed race. It is going to be hard to keep up with all these guys and what's happening on the racetrack tonight, but we're definitely going to do our best to bring all the action to everybody. Our racing medium and racing soft tires are required, ladies and gentlemen. And let's flip you over to the screen here. Let's let you take a little look at what's going down on the track here. We are with Apex Racing's Jakey right now, one of our elite administration staff in the division here, and Smiley is our other administrator here for our elite division guys. These guys keep everything running in tip-top shape here in the elite division. So huge shout out to Jakey and Smiley, of course, and we'll show Smiley here in a minute or two. But just on board here with Jakey as he's running around. These guys are practicing their one and done hot lap qualifier right now, and that's why we're not showing you guys the times. So we want it to be a surprise in a moment to qualify, and you can see Jake just coming off track here. So these guys are literally just practicing their one and done here. You got MSP chilling. We don't have anybody on track right now, actually. So that tells me that these guys are potentially resetting the lobby and getting ready to qualify, but we still have 7 minutes remaining here, so they might just be having a discussion. Maybe there's a driver that can't get into the lobby. Again, we are still suffering some minor lobby issues from that update we had a couple weeks ago, and now not quite as bad this weekend. It seems to be a little bit better, but again, still at the mercy of our servers here for GT7 currently. So if you see some funny things on the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, it is just game related matters, and it is what it is. So these guys come out here every week. They put in the time. They fight the hard lobby conditions, and they still come out and race each other, fighting tooth and nail for every position they can get every week, and that's all that matters. They're having fun on track. They're racing for a championship. Some awesome prizes, again, by our sponsors, GTR Simulators and Apex Racing. D-Dot, my man. What is up, legend? D-Dot90 in the house from Facebook Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely got to go check him out, man. Great vibes. And another fire commentator over in the UK, D-Dot90 over on Facebook Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Go say hi. Proud new Facebook partner to you guys. So tell him GT45 sent you. Show him some love. But hey, what's up, my dude? It's been a while. So MSP out now. He's running his one and done hot lap here, and that's right, ladies and gentlemen, especially for those of you that are just tuning in for the first time. We're going to explain what qualifying is here. Last week we saw a 10-minute qualifier, last night in the AM division. The elites do it a little bit differently. I mean, this is the best of the best. This is the cream of the crop here in North America, Flat Out Racing North America as well. So hey, what up, Scott? And you're going to see some pretty crazy times put down in this division. So these guys are doing it World Series style, ladies and gentlemen. What we just seen in the World Series finales last weekend from Gran Turismo TV, we're going to do it here in our late division. These guys are going to come out in two groups, and they are going to do their qualifying in I believe it's 10-second or 15-second intervals. These guys are coming out in, and they'll put in their hot lap. The second group will come out and do the same thing, and then we'll see all these drivers scoot across to the first timing line, and that will show us our grid order for race start here for round 4 at Barcelona. Now, this is the no chicane layout too, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to see some speed here. It's going to be absolutely crazy. And we got D-Dot coming in with the raid as well. Much love, everybody. Absolute legend over there on Facebook Gaming, man. Appreciate you, my dude. Got Andre's coming in with the thumbs up, Scott with the share and the like as well. Aaron with that like. How's everybody doing tonight? Best way to send the weekend off, ladies and gentlemen, with a race. I mean, come on. All right. Hope everything's sounding great here tonight. We've been working hard on keeping these broadcasts crisp and clean for everybody. And let's go see who else is on track here. We're not going to show you times. We don't want to waste the times we're going to see here. Now, in the amateur division, we've seen race pace of 140s on soft tires. Now that is a very, very quick around Barcelona, Spain here. No chicane layout in these Group 3 cars. Do not kid yourself. Those amateur guys were humming last night in those GT3 Mercedes. This is the elite division. This is the top guys. These are the fastest guys out of 80 drivers. So imagine what we're going to see here tonight for times in qualifying. Just let your imagination rolls. You'd be surprised what we're going to see here tonight. It's been a lot of fun with this division. This division is some of the fastest racers I've ever had the privilege to commentate ever in my commentating career here so far on GT7. And it's an absolute honor, of course, to have some royalty from GT7 essentially here in with us too as well. We have Rob Heck, we have Cirrus Cross subbing as well for the series. Both those guys were in Monaco there this past weekend. We have future generations of World Series Tour drivers with Cardinal and Roach also on the track. We're going to be seeing a whole lot of them over in that Gran Turismo broadcast in the near future as well. So we're very privileged here to see these guys just jump in a league and race with the community. It's absolutely phenomenal, and I gotta tell you, it has pushed the rest of these guys in the grid. These space aliens that we race with on a day-to-day basis as communities and streamers and just hanging out with our buddies, it's forcing these guys to absolutely find a whole new level they didn't even know exists, and it's making for an absolutely fantastic elite series this season. So huge shout out to the staff, everybody behind the scenes that keeps this thing going, because we got a stacked grid here tonight. We're full. There ain't a room for a mouse. The grandstands are packed here in Spain. It's going to be lit, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely lit. And family friendly too, folks. So get the kiddies, get them some popcorn, and let them enjoy all the absolute great racing action. We're going to see about a 45-minute broadcast here tonight, and then we'll do some podium interviews, of course, at the end of it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Drivers love talking to the viewers, and they love to get their moment after a very intense battle on the racetrack as well. So It's a lot of fun here. It's a lot of fun. Got my Cardinal. This guy, he is the man who's chasing. And actually, speaking of which, we should go get some standings for everybody. Let's do that, shall we? Just give me one moment to do some streamer magic. I gotta go get them. Do, 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 do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. We're almost there. We're almost there, chat. Coming up. Coming live at you here real soon. Boop. Boop. Alright, so this is official after 3 rounds of racing here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the standings coming into this round here at Spain and Barcelona. As you can see, Roach in the lead with 52 points. Callan, some of you may know, very, very quick young man here. We have Lucas in second place with 48 points. You have Cardinal, who we're with on track here, currently sitting in third place with 47 points, aka Quartz, for those of you that don't know him by the other name. We have RRMSP here in fourth with 44 points. We have Apex's Paymay with 44 points as well. We have Mottmans with 32 points. SOE Kevin, ladies and gentlemen. Smiley with 32 points. Rob Heck with 24 points. Hawko with 20 points. We got Apple Pop with 19. Apex Jakey with 19. D Vandell, aka Risky Replicate, one race in hand, sitting there with 18 points as well. Pigums with 18 points, Sir Yancelot with 14, and Agent Arunge with 12. Then rounding out that field there at the bottom is K-Bonix with 9 points. So you can see very tight already early on in the season here in the top of the standings. All it takes is one small mistake from one of these drivers on the racetrack, and they potentially lose 2 or 3 positions because the racing is so close when these guys are on it. So we're going to see a pretty incredible race here tonight. Once we get this thing kicked off, and qualifying should start any second now here, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right, time to have some fun. Ian coming in with that share as well. Much love, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you to everybody on YouTube and Facebook, and of course, welcome in over on the Flat Out Racing YouTube as well. If you guys are hanging out over there, we see you, we love you, we appreciate you, and I hope everybody's ready for an absolutely crazy race. We got Mark coming in with the heart, we got Ian coming in with that heart as well, and boy oh boy, the chat is busy tonight. That is how we love to see it. So let's get some racing going here. We're just waiting for these guys. They could be waiting for a driver at the moment here, so they are just waiting for qualifying start, and there we go. We're seeing all the readies up in chat, so we're going to see this screen flip over, and we're going to get to qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the fun part about tonight. I love the way they do the qualifying here for our elite division, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's definitely different. So these guys get a one hot shot, one hot lap chance. That's it. They make a mistake, it's going to drop way down the field here, and every position matters when you're battling for the championship. And woo, Cardinals just going to be like, yoink, just going to hit that e-brake there and wait for the qualifying to start. You can see all the drivers here now. They're just settled in. They're ready to go. K-Bonix here, getting a little bit wrong there. Mottman, SOE Kevin, aka, ladies and gentlemen. We have Roach here, Pigums, Cardinal, Smiley. High Pre-Roses, substitute driver here, ladies and gentlemen. So, first race for him here tonight. We got Apex Paymay, we've got Apex's Jakey, we've got K-Bonix, Sir Yancelot, Mottmans, MSP, Pop, Agent Runge, and Lucas, and of course Rob Heck, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. We've got 3 World Tour drivers on track here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, this is gonna get spicy. Let's get it. We like spicy. So we'll see a lobby reset here, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of what we're waiting for at this point. And there it is. All right. So there is our lobby reset. So the way this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen, it is based off championship standings. Neater drifts up in the house on the YouTube. What is up, my dude? It's going to be based off championship standings on how the groups are determined for qualifying here, and of course the subs will come out, if they didn't race in the previous race, will come out at the end of Group B. So Group A will be our championship leader, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, so on and so forth, all the way down the list. And we do have a full grid, so we're going to see Group A composed of 8 and Group B composed of 7. So our first guy out on track is looking like it's going to be Cardinal. So let's get you guys some information here. Oops. All right, there we go. All right, so they're just getting themselves sorted out here. It looks like we only have 7 on track currently. One more reset. So the double reset in the lobby is to actually get the track to go to its original conditions. So now we are on proper racing conditions. We have Rob Heck up in the house. Should be fun race today. Hey, you go get him, dude, man. Go show him what you can do, my man. Mr. Smurf here. Good evening. Absolute legend up in the YouTube chat, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate that. We love to see him too. Very nice guy too, ladies and gentlemen. We get the honor to talk with him from time to time, and he's a very, very nice gentleman. Very nice gentleman. All right, so we are seeing our drivers back on track. So let's get to it all over again here. Let's get that information on for everybody. Come down here. We don't like to have the names on over the cars. And it is going to be Roach who will be first out on track, again, based off championship standings, ladies and gentlemen. So Jason coming in with that like and that share. Much love, my guy. Let's go Knights, says Darren Brady. Heathen Apex, let's go. Hey, good luck, Robbie, says Niederdiffs. Oh, boy, look at the fans piling in over the YouTube there as well. Much love, everybody. Much love, much love. A double like coming from Jason Privet here. So Roach is our first driver out. We're going to jump on board with him here, and we'll follow him around here once we get out through all of our drivers here. My mistake. So leader of Group 1 is Roach. Lucas does come out in second. We have Cardinal out in third. MSP has come out in fourth. Of course, he had the better race finish than Apex's Paymay last race, so that doesn't technically put him in fourth place for qualifying here today, even though they're tied for points. Paymay does come out in fifth place here. And again, I think we're going to see a group of 8 to start this off with, ladies and gentlemen. You can see they're about 15 seconds apart from each other. And the reason this is so they're not getting caught up in each other. The point is no slipstream, just pure driver skill. So Mottman's coming out in 6th place, a.k.a. SOE Kevin, ladies and gentlemen. We all know SOE drivers are very quick. We have Smiley coming out here in 7th place. And I believe we're going to see one more driver come out here, but I could be wrong. It's going to be 7 and 7, so we do have one driver missing here today. I'm not sure who that driver is, but we're going to jump back on board with Roach here, and Roach is starting to come around the final couple corners of the racetrack here, so we're going to jump on board with him for his lap around Barcelona, and then we'll jump to each driver as they come across that start-finish line. So we're going to see some fast times here, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare yourselves. These boys are going to show us how to do it here at Barcelona in Spain. So here we go, coming around the final corner. Our really ideal here is to set up the exit here for the hot lap. So he looks like he did that. He came out with a great amount of speed. So here we go, on board with Roach, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Robbie Heck is out now too as well. So Rob Heck is our final driver out here for Group A. Let's go Knights, Foxes, Snakes, Foxes, Smoke them, Smiley. Hey, look at everybody's got some fans up in the house here tonight. That's what we love to see. Coming around turn 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. Large right-hand sweeping corner, hard on those tires. Gonna come in and see some braking probably right around the bridge here. And we'll see what he does here as he's coming around. He's just gonna hug that apex. You're looking for a late apex coming around this corner here. And then get out, take it wide, and back across the track. Here you're gonna want to catch this apex. Once you catch that apex, back on the throttle, and away you go. A little quick upshift to keep stability under the car. We did see that there from Roach as well, and he's going to come in here and try and zip through the chicane as quick as you can. In third gear, just coasting it through. Take as much of that curve as you can. Got to keep those tires on the tarmac. You will get a penalty there. So the last thing these guys want is a penalty on that one and done hot lap. So Roach coming around, great job there. Nice exit coming into the straight, and we're coming around into the super hard braking left-hander. This one can really make or break your lap at the end of the lap. So you really need to cook this clean, catch that curb, a little extra rotation. And he's on it, coming around here, a little braking, hug that corner, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Seems like an eternity. And then up a gear, back on it. And here we go, coming around the final corner, a little lift here, get that nose pointed, back on the gas. And then coming into this corner, a little lift, a late turn in here, and just try to ride the banking of the corner. Very little bit of banking there, but there is banking. And coming around, let's see what he does here. Looks like a good time. It's going to be a 138.753, ladies and gentlemen. 138.753 by Roach, provisional pole. We got a 139.9 by Lucas Cardinal coming around here in third place with a 139 flat. Ooh. MSP here, he's going to come around as Lucas is not happy with his time potentially there. And he's going to come around here with a 140, so that's going to put him in the back of this group here. Paymay's coming around here now, currently running in 5th place, so we'll see what he's got. It's going to be a 139.8. That should put him in P3. Mottman's here coming around right now, 5th driver out, ladies, and 6th driver out, ladies and gentlemen. And he's coming around here right now. Let's see what he's got, and it's going to be a 141.4, so that's going to be at the back of the pack here currently with the times we're seeing. Smiley coming around here, 7th driver out. And not ideal for him, 140.6, so that does put him ahead of SW Kevin there, but Rob Heck coming around here now, and he came out a little bit late, so he's a little bit behind these guys. So he's just going to be coming around the final sector of this racetrack right here, right now, so we're going to stay on board with Rob Heck here and see what he's got, see if he can challenge Roach. Right now it is Roach with Paymay and Lucas there in P3, so let's see what happens here. Rob Heck coming around, 2 more corners to go, and we're going to see what kind of time he's put in here. And in practice, his times were looking very, very tidy, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's got an answer for Rocher. Getting really wide, ooh, maybe catching a little sand there, not the best situation for him on exit, and it's going to be a 39.2, so 2nd place for Robbie Heck. Alright, so now we are going to wait for the next group to come out here, and I believe it's going to be Jakey. I think that'll be the first one out, so we're going to stick on him. Good evening everyone in the winner's circle. Good luck gentlemen on your race, or remember, stay winning. Hey admin Joe up in the Facebook chat, much love my dude, also coming in with that like. Pigums like this comment. Hey, the 359, there you go. Alright, so our first group has qualified, ladies and gentlemen. The time to beat on track right now is a 138.753. Whew, that's a cooking lap, ladies and gentlemen, and let me tell you, wow. If these guys are doing that at race pace, we are in for a crazy fast race here tonight. So, these guys are on a very specific schedule here for the qualifying as well. So, it's not our job to mess with their schedule here. These guys are on it, and the admin, of course, are in the chat. They're directing these guys when to go and where to go and when to do it. So, we all's good. I think it's Pop I see coming out here, so Pop is going to be first driver out here in Group B today, and we're going to jump out with Pop as soon as he gets out of pit lane here. Fantastic. Alright, so first driver in Group B is going to be Pop, aka Apple Pop, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so here we go. He is sitting 8th in the standings currently. We have Apex Jakey coming out second in Group B here, and he is 9th in the standings overall here in the Elite Division coming into round 4. Pigum's following right behind here. He is sitting 10th overall here in our standings as well, ladies and gentlemen. So great job here so far by all the drivers, and I really do enjoy this one-shot qualifying. Sir Janselot here as well. He's coming out in 4th, I believe. I'm not 100% sure if he's a full-time or sub, but he has enough points there to have him come out in 11th place. Agent Runge coming out here next, ladies and gentlemen, 5th in Group B. And then we should see K-Bonic and Roses, I believe, is how this is going to go down here now. And that is how it is. So we do have K-Bonic here coming out in 6th place, and we should see Roses coming out next. And I'm not sure if there's another driver. I do see 15 on the track here now. So who did we not see in the first group? Very interesting. But with Pop here, as he's coming around the final sectors here right now, he's coming around the sweeping corner. He's going to come into these last final corners here at Barcelona. This is no chicane. That's why we're not seeing these drivers navigate that final chicane. These guys just get the high-speed run around this final corner here. But again, tricky in its own right. You overcook it, you're playing in the sand. That sand costs you an amazing amount of time. So on board with Pop here as he comes around to see if he can take provisional pole away from C. Roach. 138.7 is no joke. That is a fast lap, and I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen, through these practices I have seen him faster. So this wind's going to play a factor, says Paymay. Hey, what's happening, Kelly? How you doing? On board with Pop here, and you can see him getting a little bit of a wiggle in the car, trying to get it to rotate the way he wants it there, and that's probably going to cost him a 10th or 2 there into this corner. So we'll have to see how it all works out for him at the end of this one-shot hot lap for all these drivers. And no slipstream allowed. They are spaced out in a very specific amount of time apart from each other, and it all comes down to these guys' ability to drive this 2018 Nismo GTR GT3 race car around this racetrack. So absolutely fantastic stuff. That's the way we love to see it. we do have Pop coming around. Here's Jigs coming through the chicane, and then we're gonna what is that, Schumacher S's? I think that's Schumacher, I can't remember. Coming around the corner here, and the long sweeper here, big long sweeper. We all know they have names here. I just don't know them offhand, unfortunately. We didn't have time to research them today. Slacking, I need a research team. But coming into the final corners here, hard left-hander here, you got to be very patient in this corner. It looks like you got it, and then you go to hit the throttle and you come out really wide. So that patience requires a ton of patience, that corner. It seems like an eternity to get these bigger cars around these corners. And here we go, coming around the final two corners. Let's see what he's got here. As Pop's coming around first in Group B here. And let's see what he does for time here. He's a little bit off the pace of Roach here currently as he comes out. He catches that sand. Nice save. Great recovery there by Pop. That is going to compromise, and a half-second penalty to go on top of it. So 140.98. That may very well put him at the back of the pack here. Apex Jakey's going to come around with a 140.075. Not the ideal lap for him there. We did see him putting in some nice ones earlier. We got Pigham's coming around here. Going to put Jakey in about the mid-pack currently here. He's going to be in the 140.6. Same thing, much in the mid-pack here. Sir Ancelot coming around here now. And you can see he's just coming around this final corner, and it looks like he got that very nice. So he's going to get a good exit here. Let's see what he's got. 140.6. So just edging out Pigham's there. Agent DeRouge now coming out, fifth driver in Group B here. Coming around this final corner. Let's see what he's got. It looks like he really got a nice clean exit there too as well. And it's going to be a 140.5. So we are seeing the mid-pack super close here. K-Bonic in fifth place here. What's he got? It's going to be a 140, high 141, 141. It's going to put him near the back. And High Pre-Rose is coming around here. Last driver out for this group, and he's on a good pace here. Could be a 139, low 140. It's going to be a 140.514. So 4/10 from Jakey to Roses, 5/100s from him to Agent Orange, 5/100s from him to Pigham's, 5/10 of a second to him and K-Bonics. Wow. So these guys are all going to switch up their tires. They're going to go around that first timing marker for everybody so we can see the current running order. Those guys are going to take a screenshot of that current running order, and my audio is quiet. Oh, well, let's turn it up a little tiny bit. Boop, there we go. Let me know if that's better. Rob, let me know if that's better. Alright, so these guys are going to go past that first timing line, and then it's going to be game on, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute game on. We're going to lose the headset here for a second, because it could be creating a little bit of interference in the microphone, and that should help crisp up the audio a little bit as well, so we're hanging up the headset. I don't need to hear the game sound, and as long as I know they're working, then we're good to go. So it does distract a little bit. So there we go. See the drivers all having fun here. As soon as all the drivers get across that first timing line, we're going to see the order completely go into the qualifying order that we just saw, ladies and gentlemen. So once every driver gets across that first lively timing line, we'll see it all settle out. So we are waiting for Roach. Roach, we do know has pole position with the purple lap there on the racetrack with a 138.753. So Roach gonna go on pole position here today, and bonus point for Roach. So fantastic stuff there. 0.3 of a second faster than Cardinal here in second place, with followed behind Rob Heck by 0.2 of a second, and then he's got 0.6 on Paymay qualifying here in fourth place. Lucas is 8/100ths behind Paymay. Jakey is 9/100ths behind Lucas in sixth. And then we've got 5/100ths to MSP in seventh, 0.3 to Roses in eighth, 5/100ths to Agent Orange, 5/100ths to Pigham's, 1/100th to Smiley. We are talking super, super tight in the mid-pack here, and we love to see full grids here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to allow the hosts to do what the hosts do here, and we're going to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. So these drivers have had an opportunity now to they've had an opportunity now to change tires, do whatever they got to do, make any last-minute adjustments to the cars, talk to their pit crews, get any last-minute information they need for this race, and it is go time. Hey, what's up, Stefan? I think your audio... Oh, yeah, we got that comment. Stefan coming in with that thumbs up. Bill coming in with a like as well. Welcome in, everybody. We see 16 live viewers right now. Absolutely fantastic. If you think you know somebody that would enjoy watching this and you're watching on Facebook, tag them in the comment section below. Get them in here. Get them to come check it out. greatly appreciated. We're going to see an epic race here for Flat Out Racing North America, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it is sponsored by GTR Simulators and Apex Racing Team. Huge prize pool on the line for all of these drivers, and that's why we're seeing such great battling on the racetrack. These guys are putting in a ton of work to get ready for each one of these races. Good luck, drivers, says Stefan. Hey, much love, brother, much love. Absolutely good luck to all our drivers here on the racetrack tonight. It's about to get epic. Stefan coming in with that share as well. I think we're just waiting for one driver to get across. No, I'm not sure. I think we're just good to go here. These guys have a little bit of a break in between now. It gives the drivers, again, like I said, a chance to do whatever they need to do to prepare themselves for the race. So SOE Kevin not having the best qualifying here, knocked down in the 14th. A little surprised to see him down there, actually. We know he's quick, so maybe not one of his best tracks here today, or he just made a mistake on qualifying. But our top three tonight is, of course, Roach, Cardinal, and Hex. So going to show why they are on the highest stage in Gran Turismo racing here currently right now. Of course, Rob Heck having a top 10 finish in Toyota Gazoo Racing there over last weekend. So of course, huge congratulations to Rob Heck for a great performance again on the highest stage here in Gran Turismo Sim Racing. So we're going to go down into, jump on Apex Jakey here for the race start. So we're waiting for the race to start. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, kick them tires, light them fires. It's time to go racing. Let's get it on. 5 reds, waiting for the green, waiting very patiently. False start here. The guys got to be very careful, and the drivers are off. And we're sticking with our 6 against mid-pack here for just reasons. We want to see how everybody gets through turn 1. We all know turn 1 is big, and we're looking 3 wide coming into turn 1 here. One getting pinched. We got Cardinal in between. Payme getting around him on the outside. He's going to take a look on the inside of, oh, Robbie Heck get a little bit of contact there. Gets it sorted back out. Great job. Only losing a position there, but it looks like Payme gives that back, actually. So here we go, and it is battle on. We have an absolute crazy race going on here, and everybody followed in behind, so these guys are grouped up like crazy. We're still not single file here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 wide up front, 2 wide in behind. Here we go. Rob Heck now in the lead of this race with Roach in second, Payme up into third, Cardinal here under fire from Jakey in 4th place. Jakey trying to get around him. He's gonna have to just stay his line here, and he tucks in line. Oh no, he dives inside. He's gonna look for a move here on Cardinal. Can he get it done? Is he going to get 2 here? Looking for Payme as well. No, Payme's going to hold it on the outside. Jakey up into P4. Lucas now up into 5th place. So Cardinal losing very quickly here from from 2nd to 6th place. And ooh, Lucas and Jakey battling a little bit there, and Lucas getting it all wrong. He's going to get passed back by Cardinal. So Cardinal here in 5th place. Holy moly, boy. Woo, this is a good one. MSP just sitting right in behind, just sitting patiently in 7th place, just waiting to capitalize on a mistake by one of these drivers. We've got Agent Arunj up at the 8th place here. Roses in 9th. Sir Yancelot here in 10th. Smiley in 11th. Pigums in 12th. Pop in 13th. Kabonic in 14th. And he must have made a mistake somewhere. And Montman here with them as well. So these drivers are a little bit off the pack. So early incident maybe potentially for those 2 drivers. But our leader currently is Rob Heck here at Spain, ladies and gentlemen. And woo, what a crazy race start. This is only lap 1 of 25, ladies and gentlemen. Settle in. It's about to get heaty in here. Chris coming in with that thumbs up as well. So Roach chasing Rob. Rob getting a little bit wide there. Ooh, Roach as well, just about getting that sand. Can slow you down. Apex Payme here right in behind these guys in 3rd place. Jakey in 4th place. Half-second penalty for Jakey. Not ideal. Cardinal right there on his rear bumper chasing in 5th. Lucas right there in 6th place. MSP in 7th, right in behind Roses in 8th, in behind MSP. Agent Arunj in behind these guys. And look at these guys coming in through this corner, so close together. Absolutely great racing here so far from all our elite drivers. Smiley here in 10th place with Pigums right in behind in 11th. We got Pop in 12th. We've got Sir Yancelot here in 13th, and we've got 2 drivers in pit lane. So these 2 drivers definitely involved in an incident. A little bit of damage on both those cars, but not enough to cause a red flag incident. So unfortunately for those 2 drivers on the back foot. Of course, Racing Stewards will have a look at that at the race's end, and they'll make their determinations from there. We're not here to speculate on what happened there. It happens. It's racing. The leader is Robbie Heck. We're going to jump out of the lobby here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to jump right back in so we can let the TV crew do some of the work here, and we're going to bring all your information back up for you right now. All right, we're getting really quick at this here. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that line coming through the S's there. Absolutely beautiful stuff here at Barcelona. And lap 2, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Heck is in the lead. C. Roach chasing in 2nd place. We've got Apex's Payme here in 3rd, and looking like Cardinals maybe going to try and make a move there. No. Payme closing up on Roach. Going to go for a cutback. Payme looking for a 2nd place move here. Going to get it done. Tucks in front of C. Roach there. So Apex's Payme now up into 2nd place, trying to chase down Robbie Heck. Robbie's like, yeah, boys, keep battling. Keep on battling. See Roach here in 3rd place now. Cardinal in 4th. So here we go. Jakey here in 5th place with Lucas in 6th. MSP is right there in behind, tucked up in behind in 7th place. Hypre Roses as well in 8th place. So these 3 drivers showing some pretty good patience here very early on. Just kind of seemed like those 3 are working together. Agent Arude starting to fall off those guys just slightly here in 9th place, but still in this battle. Smiley here in 10th. And I mean, all these drivers except for our bottom 2 are still coming down this straightaway. That is how close this division is, ladies and gentlemen. Pigham's here in 11th place, right behind Smiley. We've got Pop in 12th, just coming in behind Pigham's as well. Sir Yancelot here, he's coming around in 13th, just behind these guys. And then, of course, Mottman and K. Bonnick here. Not sure what happened to those 2, but a little bit off the beaten path. So a little bit of a pit strategy change for those 2 drivers potentially here. And we'll see if they can pull themselves back into the fight. Very difficult here in these divisions when the pace is that close. You guys seen those qualifying times. Hundreds of a second splitting these drivers from their positions. So, woo, what can we say? But Rob Heck is leading this race, getting it a little bit wrong. They're going a little bit wide. Maybe potential penalty coming for Rob Heck there, and that's going to allow the pack to close in on him. We'll have to wait and see here. And Stewart's thinking, nope, you lost enough time there. We're just going to let that go. So Rob Heck continues on up the road there. Paymay in 2nd place, doing a great job at holding Roach off here currently as they've stopped battling. They realize they cannot let that 1st place driver really get away from them here. We have Cardinal in 4th place here as well. We've got Apex Jakey tucked right in behind in 5th. So our top 5 drivers are only separated by 3.9 seconds currently. And the leader does have about a 1.5 second gap on the field, so about 1.5 seconds separating 2nd to 5th place currently. MSP has gotten around Lucas here. Now Lucas is up, pushing him up in the front of that little 3-way train we were seeing there. So MSP moving up a spot, Lucas dropping down into 7th place here, and Rose is just still sitting in behind him there. Ooh, Lucas getting it a little bit wrong, so Rose is going to gain some time up on Lucas there. And Agent Orloon just caught up to these guys as well, so 4-way little battle starting to develop there for 6th place, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Smiley here in 10th, and he's just chilling back there watching all this go down with Pigham's and Pop and Sir Yancelot just in behind here in 13th place. So current fastest lap on the racetrack is a 140.594 from Rob Heck. We've got Mottman's in 14th and K. Bonnick just chasing here in 15th. So if these 2 guys can connect up and get some good teamwork going, they could make up some good time here on the pack. So Rob Heck around here on lap 4, ladies and gentlemen. Oof, I'm already exhausted. It's only lap 4. Oh boy, purple coming around that 1st sector there. So here we go, and look at that train up in the radar screen. Look how close all these drivers are right now during this race. This is fantastic. Paymay looking like he was taking a little bit of a defensive line there as he's kind of under fire from Roach. So Roach maybe took a look there. Paymay went semi-defensive and made sure there wasn't a move to happen there. And again, these 2 really just trying not to lose Rob Heck up there in 1st place right now, but they don't want to let these guys in behind like Cardinal and Jakey and MSP all catch up that quickly either. So they're in a tough spot there in 2nd and 3rd place, trying to catch the leader, but trying not to let these guys get caught up and make a battle out of it here either. Jakey in 5th place here as well, and he's having a much better race start than we've seen so far in previous weeks, so he's looking locked in tonight. MSP here in 6th place with Lucas chasing in 7th. That beautiful orange car on the racetrack there. We always know where Lucas is on the racetrack here. We've got Roses in 8th place here, and this guy's a quick driver. He's a pad driver too, ladies and gentlemen, so watch out for this guy. Agent Orloon here in 9th place as well. We got Smiley here in 10th. We've got Pigham's in 11th. We've got Pop in 12th place, and he is right on the back end of this group here now, so he's close right up. Sir Yancelot here, beautiful livery on that race car, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely having shown some respect and honor to our military there, so that's beautiful stuff. Full send, it says on the back bumper. Love it. Mottman's here in 14th, and just behind is K. Bonnick, so these guys are throwing pretty good pace with each other here. So good clean air for those 2, so that is an advantage for those 2 now trying to make up that ground. You can see they're about a half racetrack behind with that pit, but when these guys finally do make their pit stop, hopefully they can make some of that time back up on the group. Vic coming in with that like as well. How we doing, everybody? We're just going to check the stream here real quick as we sit on board with our leader and make sure everything is looking good. And so far it does look like everything is looking good. We got Sweaty Palms up in the house saying, no, it's job Rouge. Good luck, guys. Get it done. Smiley and Flying Fox Racing. Good luck, Agent Rouge. We see up in the Flat Out Racing YouTube as well. Do apologize, you guys, for the late responses. Might have to hop over on that chat on my team then. Hey, facts. All right, so you're seeing a ton of love here tonight. We do appreciate that. Everybody, welcome OGs and our returning viewers, and of course, welcome to anybody new. If you are new, this is family friendly, so you are absolutely most certainly welcome to let the kids come and watch. And broadcast takes about an hour and 15 minutes start to finish, ladies and gentlemen, so we do appreciate you being here. Paymay still in 2nd place, 2.5 seconds behind our leader, Rob Heck, currently here, lap 5, so we're a 5th of the way through this race right now. Roach still in 3rd place, and he's just sitting there tucked in behind Paymay. We got Cardinal in 4th, and doing much of the same thing. So these guys just really being patient and just using each other to save tires, save fuel, maintain pace. and not lose each other so far here on the racetrack. Jakey in 5th place. We've got MSP right in behind in 6th place. Of course, that driver finishing, I believe it was P3 last week. Lucas here in 7th place as well, with High Pre Roses in 8th. We've got Agent Orange in 9th, with Smiley in 10th. And woo, Smiley almost looked like he got a little kick off that curb there, but he kept it together. Pigham's there in 11th place, and not really gaining on him there, I don't think. So, close call there by Smiley. We got Pop here in 12th place with Sir Yancelot 13th, still just off the group here. He is slowly but surely catching up to those guys. And then we got about 35 seconds to SOE Kevin and K-Bonic here, of course. Both those drivers involved in an early race incident, it looked like, and did have to make a pit stop here very early on in the race. So that is the only reason why they are where they are on the racetrack right now, ladies and gentlemen. But Rob Heck is leading this race so far, and yeah, he is a man on a charge. Of course, we did see him get disconnected. I believe it was in round 2 at Alsace Village. He was looking to be battling for the win there, so really unfortunate for him. There was like 3 or 4 laps remaining too, so not getting any race points there for that race. And then of course he was in Monaco last weekend, so he wasn't able to make round 3 of Blue Moon, so he needs perfection the rest of the season here now. And so far he is the man everybody is chasing on the racetrack, and coming across purple, 140.347, also now the fastest man on the racetrack here currently as well. Apex's Paymay starting to see Roach. Roach is starting to get a little bit closer and closer in that mirror now, so he let Apex Paymay through, decided not to battle again, not to lose the leader. These are smart drivers, ladies and gentlemen, very smart race car drivers here on the track today. And he is now starting to put a little bit of pressure back on Paymay here, so maybe feeling he's starting to gain some pace on him. We got Cardinal here in 4th place with Jakey from Apex Racing right behind in 5th, so 2 Apex drivers sitting in the top 5 here. We have Rockefeller Racing's MSP3 here as well, the only representative from Rockefeller Racing here in the Elite Division, so he's having himself a nice tidy race so far in 6th. We've got a Lucas here in 7th place. We've got High Pre Roses, and we love to see High Pre represented here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to High Pre. They do the graphics that we do see on the streams here week in and week out, and it's absolutely lovely to finally see some of their drivers on track representing the brand here. So High Pre driver Roses in 8th place here. We got Agent Arlunge in 9th. We've got Smiley in 10th. We've got Pigham's here right in behind in 11th. So Pigham's was closed up. Pop just lost a little bit of time there, but still in the slipstream here in 12th place. Sir Yancelot in 13th. Motman's in 14th, and we lost K-Bonix. So K-Bonix may have had a disconnection there, ladies and gentlemen, and that is super unfortunate. So full mechanical failure for K-Bonic, and his car parked in behind pit wall here for the remainder of this race. Super unfortunate for that driver, but it is what it is. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. So 14 drivers remaining here in this race. So K-Bonix noted to our staff, did disconnect end of lap 6. End of lap 6. So Rob Heck, our current race leader here, and he's just coming around the final couple corners here, and then we're going to jump on board with Rob and do a little lapsy-poo around Barcelona, Spain, no chicane here. So you can see him coming into the final 2 corners. Normally we see these guys take a hard right-hander into a chicane here, and you can see the exit of the chicane comes out right about here. These guys just get to flow around the top back end of this racetrack, so it could be very interesting. Now the weather model too is random, ladies and gentlemen, so we can definitely never factor rain out of the equation in the lobbies that do allow rain on the racetrack. So there could be a twist in these races. You just never know, ladies and gentlemen. These good drivers practice all week, but at the end of the day they cannot predict what the weather is going to do because it is completely random. Apex's Paymay here in 2nd place, chasing Rob Heck 3.6 seconds. He's doing a real good job at trying to keep Rob in the picture here for a battle, but he has got a tow of drivers in behind. He has C. Roach right tucked up in behind his bumper here almost, and Cardinal now closing in on Roach here as well. So Cardinal stepped up a little bit. He's starting to lose Jakey, and Jakey now has MSP all up in his business here as well. So Jakey in 5th place, just losing a little bit of touch with the driver up in front. MSP here in 6th place. So these two working quite well together so far on the race. Lucas just in behind these guys in 7th, about a second behind. We got High Pre Roses just behind that group in 8th place. Agent Arunj having a fantastic race here so far at 9th place as well. Getting a little bit wrong coming into that corner there, though. That's going to allow Smiley to gain some time on him here, I think, on exit. So potential battle for 9th and 10th place maybe developing with that mistake. We have Pigham's here in 11th place, and Pop has closed up on him a little bit. So we're seeing these drivers kind of give a little, take a little here around the racetrack so far tonight. Sir Janslot, he's working hard to catch up to these guys. He is slowly dripping away at that pack in front of him there in 13th. And SOE Kevin here now kind of all alone. He's just all alone by himself. He lost his buddy there to help push him along. So he is cruising. He's just out for a drive here right now, trying to make up as much time as he can, put in the best laps he can. And hopefully when these guys stop, he's right back in the battle for position at the end of this race. Leandro, dang, a lot of fast dudes in here. Fax, my friend, Fax. Payme looking for redemption after last week. Yeah, super unfortunate for Apex's Payme. For those of you that did watch last week, he went to enter pit lane and hit an invisible wall. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, it was a super unfortunate circumstance for them. It put him back out on the racetrack with full damage, forced him to drive all the way around the track with full engine damage, and the driver still came back and finished, I think it was in 8th or 9th place. So, you know, huge shout out to Payme. They're persevering over a really tough situation. He kept it in there and kept himself in the fight for the points, so he's definitely going to be looking for a good race here tonight. You've seen he was very authoritative with his moves early on in the race to try and gain as many spots as he could, and then just try to keep that pace in front of the guys chasing. So we do see Cardinal with a half-second penalty here. Is that enough for Apex Jakey in behind to catch up and grab that position when he does hit that serving zone? That is the bigger question here, I guess. And we were doing it on board with Robbie, but we got distracted because there's just so much going on in this race here tonight. But MSP right in behind there, getting a little bit wide on Jakey, so Jakey's going to get a little bit of a better run there. We got Gary coming in with that like as well. Much love. Welcome in, my dude. Hope you're doing fantastic tonight. And Jakey also with a half-second penalty, so that is not going to help his cause with Cardinal here. Unfortunately, catch up, because now he's going to have to worry about MSP here in behind, picking up that position on him now when he has to serve that penalty. And I don't think they made him serve it this time around. So interesting, a little bit of an interesting little oh, there we go. MSP looking, he took a look there. He wasn't able to get the move done as Jake got a good exit there, but MSP is absolutely tucked right up underneath that spoiler, and maybe a little battle happening here between P6 and P5. So quite exhilarating. Let's see how it goes. Payment, yes, absolutely. Let's jump over to the Flat Out YouTube real quick and make sure we're not missing anything juicy over there. It looks like everything is hopping and a popping. We love to see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to find out more about GTR Simulators, if you are interested about what GTR Simulators has to offer, of course, the website is pinned in the Facebook and Flat Out Racing North America YouTube comments, and of course, to find out more about Flat Out Racing, to stay up to date, schedule, events, standings, anything like that, there is also a pinned comment for their Instagram to go and follow their page. And of course, you can stay very quickly up to date in just a titch of a second while you're at work or on the way or whatever the case may be, and however you keep yourself updated with everything that's going on. And of course, that is on the bottom right hand side of the banner there as well on the screen there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Flat Out Racing Instagram page as well. So much love and appreciation for those of you that do follow the pages, and for those of you that may or are going to go over to do so, thank you very much. We do appreciate it, and welcome to the community. We absolutely love seeing the community grow. Agent Arun's here in 9th, and he's been doing really good. He's just pacing here, and Smiley's just kind of stayed in behind here as well too. So a lot of these drivers are playing a patient game here so far. I think we're beyond seeing a two-stop strategy at this point, unless it's a really modified two-stop strategy. So unfortunately for SOE Kevin here, he may be the only driver maybe on a modified two-stop strategy due to the early on damage in the race, but the rest of these drivers may be on a one-stop strategy here. We're seeing a little bit of lag coming from Rob now, so hopefully that settles down for him here, as he is absolutely having a fantastic race here today, in almost 6-second lead now on Roach. So we have seen Roach get ahead of Payme, and Cardinal just getting around Payme there. So just as we go to see what's going on over here, we do see Roach getting around Payme and Cardinal just getting the move done on Payme. So both these drivers are saying, yeah, it's our turn, we're going to go hold the podium positions. Payme dropping down into P4. You see the slipstream battle starting here, trying to break the toe on the next driver in front. We got Apex Jakey here in 5th place, and he's just going to hold his line as he's got MSP pushing him down the track. So these two not swerving around the racetrack should by rights gain them a little bit of time on that group up in front as well. We got Lucas here in 7th place, and he's just been off those guys here all this first stint. Basically, Rose is much of the same thing here in 8th place. He's just off the back of these guys as well. Agent Arun's in 9th, trying to catch Rose's 2.7 seconds. Been in that gap for a while. Smiley here in the slipstream here of Agent Arun, so maybe going to be thinking about making a move here. Gonna have to wait to find out. He is starting to close up here though, and he is bringing Pop along for the ride with him as well, so maybe a little battle developing for 9th, 10th, and 11th place here between these drivers. Absolutely great stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. What a great race so far tonight. These guys have got me sweating, I'm going to tell you that much. We've got Sir Janselot here in 12th, and Piggums now in 13th, so Piggums has made a pit stop, and we got Mottman here again in 14th. Early race incident set him back. I think we're not 100% sure because we did miss it, but he had to make an early pit stop, so that is why he is a little bit off the pack. But it looks like he's starting to close up here a little bit. So, but it is Rob Heck leading 4.4 second gap now. So the Roach starting to dip into that gap. He had a nice 6-second gap built up there. So I'm not sure if he made a mistake or he had a penalty to serve there. But Rob Heck very quickly losing 2 seconds off of Roach in behind chasing here. And Cardinal just trying to keep up to Roach here. So Roach has definitely stepped it up a little bit here as he's coming around the racetrack. We have Paymay here still in 4th place and holding very strong. He's just trying to keep himself right there tucked in with these guys. We got Jakey in 5th place as well, chasing an MSP still sitting there in 6th place. A lot of patience being shown by these drivers here so far. Lucas in 7th place as well, and when you can just see the driver ahead of you, you cannot make a mistake. Everything needs to be perfect. We got Roses in 8th place just in behind as well, and again, great shot at that high pre-car as it comes around here. All right, so we do have Agent Arunj in 9th with Smiley in 10th. Smiley's been here the whole race long. He's just been chilling, man. He's just been doing his thing here. He's just playing his strategy out right now. We've got Pop in 11th, Sir Janselot in 12th. We've got Piggums down to 13th after making a pit stop. And, of course, Mottman now coming into pit lane here again. He's probably on a little bit of a modified strategy here. So this is his second stop of the race and probably potentially his last one. It'd be interesting to see what he does here. Are they on comfort hards? They are not on comfort hards. Absolutely not. We'll show you guys. We'll give you a little peek soon. We'll definitely give you a little peek soon. Alright, we're just checking out everything there. We had a little blip on the computer screen, so we're just making sure everything's still good. Everything's still good. Bob coming in with the 50 stars on Facebook. Let's get a hashtag Bob up in the chats, please. Much love, my dude. You're an absolute legend. Every night coming in here, dropping some stars, showing his love here at the Facebook page. We really do appreciate it, my guy. Cardinal here at 3rd, and he's closing in on Roach. So Cardinal's like, yeah, you're not getting anywhere, my man. And these two are pretty familiar with racing each other too, ladies and gentlemen. So this is definitely what I like to call a spirited battle between these two for sure. We have Paymay here in 4th place with Apex teammate driver Jakey in behind in 5th. MSP closing up on the back bumper of Jakey here a little bit again here in 6th place, and again just being patient. A lot of these drivers here, they're not really forcing anything right now. Lucas in 7th place. We have Roses in 8th. We've got Smiley now up into 9th, so we have seen Smiley move up position here with a pit stop by the driver up in front. We've got Pop here in 10th. We've got Sir Janselot now up into 11th. Agent Arunj, the driver, making his pit stop here. So he is looking for a bit of an undercut potentially. Piggum's going to grab P12 around as he comes around. Where is SOE Kevin? SOE Kevin is under fire here from our race leader. So Robbie Heck has just gotten around him here. Of course, that will change once these guys do decide to pit. And I'm going to assume that's going to be fairly soon here. We're going to start seeing some pit stops from these drivers. So we'll be keeping our eye on the field as the race develops, but 3.9 seconds now, that gap. So slowly but surely, Roach and Cardinal are chipping away at Robbie Heck here in 1st place. He's been in the race lead all race long, and nobody's been able to challenge him here so far yet tonight. We have Roach in 2nd place, and he was our pole sitter here tonight, fastest lap in qualifying, so bonus point for him. So he's sitting in good shape here right now, currently sitting in 2nd place and our championship leader as well, ladies and gentlemen. Cardinal here in 3rd place, and ooh, he really cut that corner there, maybe picking up a half-second penalty for that. Be interesting to see. You find out usually right about now. Looks like they got he did get away with it there, so just keeping those tires in the right places. And according to our stewards here, we got Apex Paymay coming around here in 4th place, and just a little tiny bit off the pace of these guys up in front right now. Jakey slowly starting to catch up, but he does have somebody helping him here with MSP in behind, giving him a push there. So you know, teamwork makes the dream work here, ladies and gentlemen, and if you can't catch a driver in front, then 2 cars should be faster than 1. So great job by these 2 drivers as are trying to close up on that 4th place driver here. Lucas in 7th place, and he's wishing he had a buddy right now because he keeps losing off these guys just a tiny little bit at a time because they are working together so efficiently. Rose is in 8th place, 6 seconds from Lucas here. First race of the season for him, so showing some incredible pace here as well as a substitute tonight. We got Smiley here in 9th place, and Smiley's under fire here. Smiley has Pop and Sir Yancelot all over the rear bumper of this car here, so let's stick with this here. And we definitely have a little bit of a difference in tires here as well, so it's quite interesting to see how well this is happening. We got Sir Yancelot's going to lose position to Pop there, so Pop's going to move up into 10th place. Oh, hey, Sir Yancelot's going to come back here, coming into the corner side by side as we come into this hard left-hand corner here. Position does go to Pop coming out of the corner, and he should have the inside for the next line. He's going to squeeze him real tight here, make sure he only has one line to run, and he's going to try and get that position. Great battle here for 10th place between Sir Yancelot and Pop. Sir Yancelot up ahead right now, but again, stuck to the outside of that corner. Great job by these two side by side. Racing through the S's is not easy to do. Here we go. Right now, edge does go to Sir Yancelot. He's going to tuck just in front of Pop. He's going to cut that move off on the cutback, and Pop has to tuck in behind and take 11th place. Great battling between these two drivers here in 10th and 11th place, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Good battle there by those two drivers. 12th place here is Pigham's Agent Arunj in 13th. Mottman's in 14th, and you can see Roach closing up on him there. So Rob Heck here still in the lead, and he's going around again here on lap 15, ladies and gentlemen. And holy moly, what a race we're having here tonight. Chris coming in with a 100-star ball. I'm just going to hashtag Chris up in the chat here too, please, everybody. Corey, come in with that like. Much love, everybody. All right, Robbie Ack, ladies and gentlemen, you can see what he's dealing with here on lap 15 of 25. Second place driver Roach here, and he is trying to do everything he can. 3 seconds he's got that gap closed down to now, so he is reeling in our leader. Cardinal here just in behind as well in 3rd place, and he has just tucked himself right back in behind Roach, and these two are just driving their butts off to try and catch Rob Heck up in front, but they do have Kevin in between them. Mottman's on screen, so a little bit of a breathing room here for Heck potentially. Paymay coming around here in 4th place as well, ladies and gentlemen, and he is doing everything he can. 3.3 seconds to our 3rd place driver Cardinal here currently on the racetrack, and having a really great race here for himself tonight. Apex Jakey here in 5th place, and this is going to be his best race of the season so far for him. He's really had a rough start to the season, but now he seems to be settling in, so must be one of his better racetracks here. And he's got a 1.7 second gap on Apex's Paymay up in front, getting a little bit wrong now. That may cost him a penalty. It'll be interesting to see. MSP has been tucked in behind Jakey here for quite a large part of this race, and just working together with this driver here currently. But we're going to see a move as MSP gets a cutback coming out of that corner. Jakey getting a little bit wrong there, and MSP's looking, and side-by-side battle. Here we go. MSP's going to tuck back in. Is he going to look for a cutback here? No, he is just going to get right back in behind Jakey there. Great defensive work by Apex Jakey. Going to keep 5th place from Rockefeller Racing's MSP for the time being, but that does allow Lucas to close up just a small little battle. Look how much time they lost to that driver in behind, and all drivers coming into pit lane here, so here we go. Lucas coming in. High Pre Rose is here. Take a look at his situation as well as he's coming into pit lane. We got Smiley here coming around. I'm assuming we're going to see the majority of these drivers coming in this lap, and we see Smiley now coming into pit lane. Sir Yancelot also coming into pit lane here. We've got Pop's coming into pit lane. We've got Pigham's, who made an earlier pit stop, so interesting strategy coming from Pigham's here. Agent Arunj also making an earlier pit stop, and Mottman's as well. So the whole field basically in pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. Whew! Wow, here we go. Good to see you, fellow Reeves. I'm actually a Reeve, not a Cross. LOL. Hey, appreciate you. Hashtag Chris up in the chat. Hey, brilliant racing going on. Absolutely, this is some crazy races. So Pickham's is going to take the race lead as he comes down here. And Rob Heck has not come out of pit lane yet. We just see the cars coming out. And it's going to be Cardinal out in front of Robbie Heck. So Cardinal jumping Rob Heck in pit lane. So Cardinal's going to move up into 2nd place. Rob is going to lose out there in the pit lane. And he has Roach right up in his business here. He is right on the back bumper of Rob Heck. So Rob Heck will lose the race lead once Pickham's decides to pit here again, if he pits. Agent Arunj now moving up into 5th place with that pit from all our drivers. Paymay coming back out in 6th. MSP jumping Jakey in pit lane. He's going to come out in 7th. Jakey chasing in 8th. Lucas still right there in behind these guys in 9th. Rose is still right there behind those guys is in 10th. Smiley right behind Rose is in 11th. Sir Yancelot 12th. Pop in 13th. And Mottman here in 14th. We just seen Pop coming out of pit lane there as well. So Pigham's now our third race leader here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, what an incredible race we're seeing here so far. I am sweating in the comms booth. We need to get the AC on in here, ladies and gentlemen. Doug coming in with that like. Scott Arthur also coming in with that like. Much love, everybody. Whoo! We have seen a race tonight. Full grade here. We have lost one of our drivers due to full mechanical failure at the end of lap 6 there. So one driver with the car behind the pit wall here tonight, but still 14 absolutely blazing fast drivers on track. Now, Pigham's has a 7.2 second gap on the drivers chasing here, so that is not going to be enough to come back out in behind these or out in front of these drivers. The question is where in behind in the field does he come back out in? So Pigham's currently leading this race here from Apex Racing with Cardinal chasing. Rob Heck here in third place. Now this is the driver who has led the most of the race here today. Did get jumped by Cardinal in pit lane, and Cardinal essentially jumping both these drivers actually in pit lane because he was behind Roach as well. So Cardinal grabbing 2 spots in pit lane there, and pit strategy is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Agent Orange here in 5th place, as well as he's taking advantage of the mid-stop here on a modified strategy as Runge. We have Paymay here in 6th place, and he's starting to reel Agent Orange in already. 3.3 seconds, slowly but surely dripping it away, 1/10 of the time here. MSP is starting to come in behind Paymay, and you can see Jakey starting to close up on MSP here. Lucas in 9th place, just a little bit off these guys, 2.7 seconds, about the same where he was when he went into pit lane. High Pre Roses is 3.3 seconds off Lucas, so Roses does gain time on Lucas in pit lane there. Smiley is 6.8 seconds behind Roses, about the same as it was. Sir Yancelot 2.2 seconds behind Smiley. Pop a little bit further behind there, so he lost a couple seconds, of course, from Sir Yancelot in pit lane, and Mottmans is now only 24 seconds behind these drivers, so from 36, so he has gained 12 seconds so far in this race. Absolutely fantastic. Mark Rodman coming in as well with that thumbs up. Much love, everybody. I love Riverdance, you know. Hey, facts. All right, so Pigham's in the lead, but you can see the boys are chasing here in 2nd place with Cardinal. As we jump on board here, he is purple currently right now, so Pigham's fastest lap on the racetrack too, ladies and gentlemen, a 1:39.908, but that is that's about 1.2 seconds out the fastest qualifying lap we've seen. So could be interesting to see if we see a faster lap or anything close to qualifying here during the race today. Cardinal closing that gap, 4.8 seconds, so he's already knocked 3 seconds out of Pigham's here in this lap. Rob Heck 1.7 seconds in behind Cardinal. We've got Roach here in 4th place, just a 1 second off of Rob Heck here as well. Pigham's now in pit lane. He's going to lose that position. Agent Orange here in 5th. He's going to jump up into 4th place with that stop from Pigham's here as he comes up to start-finish line. Apex's Paymay is going to grab a position as well in 6th here as he's trying to catch up to Agent Orange up ahead of him. We got MSP here right in behind Paymay. He's going to grab position, move himself back up into P6. Jakey up into 7th. Lucas up into 8th, whereas Pigham's still getting some stuff going here. We got Smiley coming around. He's going to go into top 10 here with that pit stop from Pigham's. Pigham's still getting some fuel there now. As you can see, the tires are on that car. Pop coming around should grab that position as well as he comes across the start-finish line here. And it does appear he is going to grab that position on Pigham's as well here. So let us see. Yes. Moving up into 12th, and now Pigham's coming out of pit lane. So where's Mottman coming out of this? He's coming around the final corner here. So let's see what kind of time he grabbed on the field here. He may have put himself right back into the back end of the field. And Pigham's is just going to come out just on the other side of the straightaway here. So Kevin has made up some pretty good time on Pigham's here. It says 1:05. That is not correct here. Let's just wait for that to go down. As overall, he has picked up a very good total of time on the pack here. And, oh yeah, look at that. Within 17 seconds now of the pack, ladies and gentlemen. So he saved 17 seconds of that time that he's been behind the pack since his early racing incident there. That's of course he would be required to go in and pit early, so he did have a little damage on the front aero of that car, and of course that's going to affect that car, these Group 3 cars around Barcelona here. It's a fairly high-speed circuit, and you really do rely on that downforce in the front end of the car to bite the car in the corners and get around quickly. So missing that downforce does really slow you down here in the racetrack. So tough decision had to be made there by Mottman, but does opt to pit in and of course get that fixed up so we can run proper clean laps. But Cardinal in the lead. Rob Heck closing in 1.2 seconds here now. So Rob Heck is starting to close up on that driver in front. We've got Roach here in 3rd place, and he's just 1 second behind Rob Heck. Paymay is 7 seconds behind these guys, and Paymay in a battle here. Agent Orange now, so he is trying to get trying to hold off Agent Orange. So Agent Orange on a charge here. and he is now caught in between Payme and MSP here. So Payme moved back up into P4. Agent Arun's going to drop down into P5 here. Now he's going to be under fire from MSP and Jakey here. Different strategies from these drivers here too as well, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. So different tires, potentially different tire compound, different tire wear, different tire life, different fuel loads. It's going to be interesting. MSP going to look inside here as he takes a look coming around the right-hander, and side by side with Agent Arun's. Agent Arun's is probably going to lose out on this here, as MSP should have the better tire, and MSP is going to tuck back up in front. Is Agent Arun's going to respond coming into the next braking zone? No, he's just going to tuck back in behind MSP, so MSP up into 5th place. Agent Arun's now got a penalty. That's going to cost him yet another position to Apex's Jakey here as soon as he hits this penalty serving line, just coming around this corner. And oh, that's going to pick him up another half-second penalty potentially there as well. And you can see he serves that penalty there. Jakey gets the easy position, doesn't have to fight for it here, doesn't lose any time. He tucks right back into MSP. So Agent Arun's dropping from 4th to 7th place very quickly there on lap 19 here, ladies and gentlemen. Lucas now chasing here in 8th place. So potentially back under fire. Rose is coming around that final corner here, or final sector here right now in 9th. Smiley chasing here in 10th. Sir Yancelot in 11th with Pop in 12th. Got Piggums here in 13th and Mottman in 14th. PD Snow coming in with that thumbs up and that share as well. Much love, my dude. How you doing tonight? I still got our race 2 Ghost. I know, right, brother? I know. Whew. We got Cardinal here in 1st place and Rob Heck closing in the slipstream here now, 7/10 of a second away. So here we go. We may be seeing a battle for 1st place between these two drivers, and this is going to be a juicy battle at these speeds. This is going to be absolutely crazy. Rob Heck in that slipstream. You can see Roach just behind in 3rd place, and Rob is fastest man on track right now, 138.684, ladies and gentlemen. So he is flying. And that is 1/10 of a second faster than the qualifying lap that we've seen Roach put in for pole position here today as well. So these drivers showing some really incredible race pace here under racing conditions. And Rob Heck is 6/10 of a way, so he's chipping away ever so slowly at Cardinal here. Let's see how Cardinal handles the pressure from Robbie Heck, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to jump on board with Rob Heck here. Now, he still needs to worry about this guy right here, so his battle needs to be very precise. The pass needs to be quick and clean, or they're going to allow Roach to catch right back up and get right into the fight here. And here we go. Let's see if we can catch him under braking. Ooh, here we go. He really closed up on Cardinal here. So within 4/10 of a second now, ladies and gentlemen, and just a little bit of good braking there by Robbie Heck, and just put him right back in this battle for 1st place. We are still looking behind. Cardinal is, Roach still in 3rd place, just behind these guys here. So, ooh, doggy, it is on like a Donkey Kong. Here we go. Rob Heck coming around the final corner. Let's see. Looking like Cardinal gets a good run there. He opens up the tap a little bit, 5/10 of a second, but Rob's in that slipstream now, so it is going to start to pull him back in as we're coming up into turn 1. We got 4.5 laps remaining, a little over, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, oh boy, what a battle we're having for the race lead here. And Rob Heck is just closing up. When does he make the move? Is he thinking about when he's going to make his move now, ladies and gentlemen, is the bigger question, as he is just maybe making sure he's right there. And then on the last lap, maybe we do see him make a move coming into the final few corners of the race. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But closing up on him again, under braking here. We got Derek Nolan coming in with that thumbs up as well. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Nolander Gaming, our co-commentator from last night, in the house. Whew, 138 is a stonking lap. Woo, yay, facts, brother. That is very quick, these guys. Roach here in 3rd place, 1.9 seconds off of these guys, so not quite having the pace to keep up with those two right now. Payme, 8 seconds off of Roach. We got MSP here in 5th, and he's now trying to hold Jakey off in 6th place. So Jakey now in the position MSP was in the stint before. We have Lucas here in 7th place with Roses chasing in 9th. We've got Sir Yancelot here in 8th place with Roses. 9th is Sir Yancelot. We've got Pop in 10th, Smiley in 11th, Pagums here in 12th place, Agent Arunj in 13th, and Mottman's here in 14th. 10 seconds off Agent Arunj now, so he has really done a great job at closing up the gap to the pack. I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely great stuff from Mottman's there. But the battle definitely is up front here, and we've got a penalty on Cardinal. What about Heck? Heck does not have a penalty, so this is his opportunity here. Let's see if he can take advantage of this now, ladies and gentlemen, as we're coming around onto lap 22. We have 4 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen, before we crown our winner of round 4 at Barcelona here, and I think this is going to be a pretty sweet race finish here. Cardinal, 8/10 of a second. He's absolutely starting to open it back up on Robbie here. Who has the fuel? Who has the tire? Absolutely is the biggest question here. Roach has now started to step it up. He is trying to close up the door here. 1.7 seconds now as well. But again, half-second penalty for Cardinal here as we're starting to come around to that penalty serving zone. That is going to allow Rob to really close up on Cardinal. Maybe potential for some move going into the S's. So let's see what happens here as Rob Heck's coming around on lap 22 of 25, ladies and gentlemen. We are very close to the end of this race, and it has been a doozy of a race tonight. Whew. These boys have me sweating in this comms box. I can tell you, we got to get some AC up in the comms box, ladies and gentlemen, because it is warm. Cardinal, good to serve that penalties. He comes around these final corners here, getting a little bit of grass there, so he is pushing. Rob Heck also taking a little bit there. These guys are using every bit of racetrack they can, and look at those guys go. Penalty being served here. Let's see how quickly Rob can close up. Going to force him on the outside, so Cardinal does go defensive. Oh, Rob's going to make a slick move here. Going to come back outside to inside. Cut back here for Cardinal. Battle on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we've been waiting for. Battle for the lead. Cardinal has the option. Heck has the inside line coming around the next corner here. Is he going to be able to hold it coming out here? Yes, Cardinal's going to take another look on the inside. Great for Roach. He's like, keep battling, boys. I'm right here now. And he's going to tuck back in behind Robbie Heck. So coming on to lap 23 of 25, ladies and gentlemen, it is Rob Heck now in the lead of this race, and Cardinal chasing, and boy, oh boy, it is on. Here we go. The best driver here is going to win tonight, and it is Rob Heck in the lead. Cardinal in very close second, and Roach now closing up 9/10 of a second. Three-way battle potential for the lead here. Let's get through the field real quick, see where everybody's at. We've got Paymay here in 4th place. MSP starting to close up in 5th. Jakey here in 6th place. We got Lucas in 7th. He's closing up on those guys. Roses here in 8th place, having a fantastic race. Sir Yancelot in 9th. We got Pop in 10th. We've got Smiley here in 11th. We've got Pickums in 12th. Agent Arunj in 13th. Motman in 14th. And back to the action. Rob Heck here in the lead of the race. 23-25, 2.5 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, oh boy, we've got 3 World Tour drivers all fighting for the lead of this race. It doesn't get any better than this here. Flat Out Racing North America, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsored by GTR Simulators and Apex Racing. Let's go. Rob Heck holding here right now. 4/10 of a second ahead of Cardinal. Cardinal looking for a way around. Roach trying to catch up so he can get involved in this battle. Whew, it's going to be a doozy. This is going to be right down to the last lap of the race here today, ladies and gentlemen. And I got to tell you, we don't expect anything less from these guys. And it is on. Rob Heck is got Cardinal all over his review mirror right now. This is all he sees is that red Nissan GT Nismo GTR in the background right now, and he sees now 2 of them. As you can see, another one approaching in the distance. So all the pressure right now is on this driver as he is being chased by Cardinal and Roach here in 2nd and 3rd place. And we are coming around here. We're going to be starting lap 24 of 25, ladies and gentlemen. Our penultimate lap is coming. Lap 24, white flag lap is about to start here. And boy, these guys are flying tonight. Rob Heck in the lead, and he needs this race win real bad here, so he can taste it. He wants it. Can he keep it? Cardinal pushing, trying to get a good run here. Is he going to get in on Rob? Rob's going to break that slipstream right now. He's like, come work for it. And you can see Cardinal not really playing that game there, so maybe thinking he's not going to lose any time by not just holding, or maybe Cardinal's got a different idea in mind. Roach chasing here in 3rd place, and he's just a little bit off of these guys here so far. So great battling happening here by all these drivers on the racetrack. But Rob Heck still leading this race, and I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, those tires are wearing down on all 3 of these drivers. Very equal conditions from all 3 of these drivers. It's anybody's game. This is going to come down to which driver doesn't make the mistake, which driver just has a little bit more skill here today. Currently, Rob Heck with the advantage in the lead. And boy, oh boy, these guys are coming around the middle part of the racetrack here, and it is just a dog fight to see who's going to stand where on the podium at this point here today. Rob Heck getting a little bit of a better run there. Cardinal getting a little bit wide, getting into the sand. He's going to have a little bit of dirt on those tires to contend with. That's going to cost him a smidgen of time as he chases the leader here. It's all got to come down to who gets the best corners now. And here we go. Rob Heck fighting Cardinal, doing everything he can, just watching that mirror, making sure he needs to know when he needs to defend and when he can just hold his line and maximize his corners. And right now, all these drivers are just maximizing every corner they can. Here we go. We're coming up around this final sector here on lap 24-25, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be taking a lap 25 and 25 here next time around. So it is on now. We know Cardinal's going to start pushing. He's right there. He can almost feel the bumper of Rob Heck in front. Roach pushing, just losing a little bit of time off these guys. Rob Heck coming around, Final corners here, one more time around this racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to announce a race winner here. So Rob Heck and Cardinal gets a good run there, and Rob knows that he is going to try and break that slipstream, and here we go, final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this goes. He's going to force Cardinal to the outside of turn one. Cardinal's going to keep him short, and it is game on. Robbie's going to move over here. Who's going to hold the line better here? Who's got the speed? Are we going to see a cutback coming from Cardinal here? He does look like he's going to try. Robbie's going to cut that off. Robbie's still holding the race lead here, but Cardinal definitely pushing, and he's going to try and look for a better run here. Ooh, Robbie is trying to cut that line. Cardinal's going to have to give a push here as slowly as he can get through, and he's going to take a look. No, he's going to tuck back in behind the slipstream. Is he going to make a move coming into the hairpin? Any driver makes a mistake here. The other driver is going to absolutely take advantage of that door being open, and this is what we're seeing here. Cardinal putting the pressure on Robbie. Can Robbie hold the door? These guys are literally pushing each other down the racetrack right now. Cardinal's going to take a look on the outside, looking for a cutback move potentially. No, he's going to have to hold the outside of this corner. Very tough spot. Backs out just a little bit. Gets a good run here on Robbie. Here we go, coming around the mid part of this racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle these two are having. Robbie Heck holding position, taking a defensive line here. He's going to absolutely just rocket around this corner. Does not want to give Cardinal even a little bit of a look here. He needs this apex. He can't make this mistake here. Tires are wearing down hard on these cars. These cars are pushing hard, and any penalties here could be devastating right now for this battle for the lead. No penalties. Robbie going mega defensive here. Is this Cardinal's chance to get a move done? Is he going to look for a cutback here? Here we go. He's going to look for the cutback. Robbie trying to defend. A little bit of contact there between the two drivers. Robbie still in the lead. Cardinal's got his nose in there, though. Can he hold the outside line coming around? This is a very tough corner to hold, and Robbie's going to try and keep that driver inside. Cardinal's going to look inside. He doesn't get it right. He gets a little bit sideways on exit. Robbie Heck has the advantage. Oh boy, this is going to be a drag race to the finish. One corner to go, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Heck still in the lead. Here comes Cardinal. Cardinal pushing. Can he get it done into the final corner? Does he have the run on Rob Heck? Here we go. Exit. Here we go. Drag race down to the finish line. Rob Heck's going to take the win. Cardinal in second place with Rose very close behind in third place. Whew, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, great job by those guys. Apex Paymate's going to come around here in fourth place. Fantastic stuff. We got MSP here in fifth. Wow. Whew, cooling down here. Cooling down. Lucas getting very close to Apex. Jakey coming around in sixth. Lucas in seventh here. Hyperbreed Roses now coming around in eighth place. We're seeing a little bit of a lag spiking starting in the lobby here, so this race couldn't be ending any at a better time for these drivers. What an incredible race. I'm sweating bullets here, ladies and gentlemen. Great stuff by all the drivers on track. Roses coming around. He's going to take an eighth place finish for his first race here. Flat Out Racing North America Elite Division. Sir Yancelot coming around. He's pretty happy. He's swinging back and forth here in ninth place. Pop is going to take out that top 10 here today. Smiley in 11th place coming around just behind him with Pigums here in 12th. We got Agent Arunj here in 13th place as well, ladies and gentlemen, just coming around those final corners here right now, and he's going to take that in 13th place. Absolutely great stuff here by all our drivers, and Mottman's here also on the lead lap, ladies and gentlemen, so huge credit to this gentleman right here. Early race incident, has to go in early pit, has to change his strategy, and he's going to come out on the lead lap here in this absolutely blazing fast division in 14th place, 23 seconds off of the group. He was over 40 seconds behind when this started. Huge hands, huge round of applause here for Mottmans. He stuck it out, and points are points, and 14th place for this driver. So, but whew, what a battle between these drivers. Congratulations to Rob, Cardinal, and Roach, our top three here tonight. And wow, ladies and gentlemen, I am sweating. Absolutely crazy stuff. Great race, driver says Chris, coming in with a 50-star bomb. Much love. Let's get a hashtag Chris up in the chats. Wow, chat. I mean, wow. They are duking it out. Let's go. What a race. Kicking comms. Thanks, Nolander. Whew. What a finish. What a race. Great race, drivers. Great races. Darren Brady. Wow. I mean, what else can you ask for as a racing fan than a finish like that? What a battle. Facts, sweaty palms. Facts. I am absolutely dripping right now here in front of my computer. This is absolutely intense. Great job here by all of these elite drivers. Absolutely incredible. And we're just going to jump into the chat here. We're going to make sure everything's all muted up. Fantastic. All right, I'm sure these guys got a little bit to talk about here after this race. Wow, what a battle. That is pressure at its finest, and Robbie Heck today showing why he is a World Series Tour quality driver. Did not crack under the pressure, made the right moves at the right time, and just squeezing out a race win. Absolutely incredible. Whew. Niederdrift's brilliant, definitely defending Robbie. Absolutely. Holy crap, dude, my heart is flying. So is mine, my man. I gotta get faster, says Petey Stowe. Oof, me too, brother. Me too. But man, the glory that definitely belongs here to Rob Heck. What a race from this driver. And this is going to be a battle I think these three, especially Cardinal and Robbie, are going to be talking about here for a few days. What an incredible fight between these drivers here tonight. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's all I could say. But congratulations to Rob Heck. I can't wait to talk to these guys. Man alive. Whew. All right, gentlemen, save your replays. Wow, that was incredible. Top three podium finishers over in the Discord there. Head over into the Elite Voice channel, and we'll kick off some podium interviews. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to kick it over to the podium interview screen, and I will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. We are just waiting for our podium finishers just to jump into the Discord here. We do have, of course, our third place driver in there with us, and we are waiting for our second place driver, and of course, Mr. Heck is up in the chat here. There we go. Okay, so we do have all three. So with that being said, we are going to start our podium interviews. So, I mean, what can we say, chat? That was an amazing race. I'm still wiping sweat off the brow of my forehead right now, and I'm just commentating this thing. I can't imagine what these guys are feeling like right now behind those rigs at these speeds with a battle that intense. So, without further ado, let's go talk to our drivers. I mean, let's go see what these guys got to say for themselves, because that was some incredible racing. Good evening, welcome, gentlemen, and wow, absolutely great battle in there at the end of the race. The fans are they're popping off in the chat. You guys absolutely just put on a show that will not be forgotten here at Flat Out Racing, I think, for a little while, or maybe until potentially next week. But great racing from the three of you guys, and you guys really showing the world why you guys are on the top stage here in Gran Turismo racing with that absolutely great race here by the three of you. And not to take away from the rest of the drivers behind, we're incredible pace right behind, but just not able to be a part of this battle today. So let's move over to C. Rocher, aka Callan, ladies and gentlemen, as some of you know. Absolutely great race from you, my man. It just seemed like you just didn't quite have the pace right at the end of the race, or were you a little more worried about your fuel situation coming into the final couple laps of the race there?
Fuel is definitely an issue. Just to try and close the gap in the pits, I took less just to try and make it, more of an interesting battle. But I think the main issue of the race was probably stint one, where I lost a lot of time just due to traffic and battling, and I didn't save as much fuel as I should have. So that's ultimately what probably cost me my chance at the win.
Absolutely, and I mean, when you were watching that battle start developing in front of you there, that was about lap 19. These guys started to close up, and then at about lap 20 is really when the battle started to kick off. Were you happy to see that? I mean, any driver knows that that's your chance to catch up. So at that moment when you seen those two battling like that, is that what was going through your mind? Just try to close that gap and get into this fight?
Yeah, I started saving fuel heavy as soon as I saw them catch each other, just so I could try and give myself like a little bit more pace towards the end. But ultimately, they both kept it super clean, so they didn't really lose that much time to me.
Absolutely, and it was an incredible battle, and we've seen incredible battles all through this elite division here today. It wasn't just up front with you three drivers; it was all through the pack, whether it was the last place driver all the way through up to you guys. So, how did you feel the race went for you today? Overall, fairly satisfied with the result?
No, not necessarily. This is definitely probably my weakest performance of the season yet. Just the culmination of just a really bad stint one and just not having enough pace on the mediums really hurt me. So definitely could have gone way better, but at least I didn't crash.
Well, there's always that when you're driving at those speeds, especially here in Spain. It does not take much. You catch a little bit of that green curve just the wrong way, and that's it could be game over. Especially in a division like your guys, where the pace is so tight, it's super hard to catch up once you lose that time. So, anything you want to add, my friend?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, and again, congratulations! Great performance here by you tonight. Nice P3 finish. And how do we feel heading into Interlagos?
It's one of my strongest tracks in the game, so I think it should be a pretty comfortable P1. So we'll see though.
Well, absolutely. Well, if tonight is anything forthcoming for the rest of the season, we all look forward to seeing what you guys got. That's for sure. But congratulations, great drive here tonight, and the fans are buzzing, man. So congratulations, guys. All right, so our second place driver, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, oh boy, did these two have a very spirited battle with each other. Now, all three of these drivers that finished on the podium here tonight aren't unfamiliar with driving against each other. They roll in the same circles. They practice together for certain things. I mean, these guys are not unfamiliar with each other. So, congratulations on a very strong second place finish. Probably not what you wanted there. You were really hoping to get around Robbie there for first place, I'm sure, but absolutely amazing battling for about 5 laps there. So, talk us through your race, man. How do you feel?
It was a nice race. The strategy was on point. I saved way much fuel, more fuel than Callum and Robbie. Kind of gave me an opportunity to the win in sense of the 3 per second. Again, like 4 on Robbie, just into the pits, not into just per pace. Helped it a lot. I really practiced it yesterday and today on tire saving, just making 15 every corner really helped, particularly in the end where I see where I saw I was gaining like 2 or 3 tenths on Robin the like lap before the battle started came. Not yet, pretty much it.
Absolutely, and I mean,
Yeah.
you're no stranger to that kind of pressure, obviously. But just making a little bit of a mistake on exit there in that final sector too, coming around for that the last little run up to the finish line there. Do you think that might have been the last chance you had at Robbie there, right at the finish of the race?
The finish of the race, yeah, but I mean this corner you cannot really you cannot really overtake in that corner, in the last corner, but in the European I just had difficulty the whole week to practice on it. If it is the one talking about it, even the sector 3, pretty bad for me.
It was still a great race. You showed incredible pace there. You showed incredible patience too. You dropped down fairly early as well. Early in the race, down almost into the mid pack there, and then you just kind of slowly started to just drive your way back up front. So, you think your strategy helped you a little bit there? It did put you in the lead there for a little while. So, were you worried about fuel and tires at the end of the race?
At the end of the race, I was not really worried about fuel. I was more worried about the tires dropping out. Since I know Robbie have pretty good tire management and Callum too, let's be fair. Yeah, I was worried about it. I know it's probably my biggest issue in the game right now. The fuel, I always overfuel too much, so that's really an issue for me right now.
Well, and I
And
mean,
this race possible.
absolutely, and it's a learning curve here. I mean, obviously the game makes changes fairly regularly here, and it does adjust, of course, the way we have to sometimes maybe tweak our driving or something like that to do that. But incredible pace from you guys out there. The fans are their chins are all sitting on the floor right now, and you should really be proud of the show you put on here tonight, because I mean, you guys are just displaying what the future of Gran Turismo really does have to offer. And if this is what the future of Gran Turismo is, ladies and gentlemen, Gran Turismo is in for a very pleasant few years of viewing, that is for sure. So congratulations, man. Great drive by you. And anyone you want to thank?
Uh, Really, my teammate or not teammate, call it like whatever you want, Mehdi and Yas, and just yeah, my family too, taking care and just helping through this week while being sick a lot.
Starting to feel a little bit better now.
Yeah, it's feeling a lot better. I can do normal tasks.
Fantastic. Well, we're definitely glad to hear that, and glad to hear you're on the mend. And again, just great race from you here tonight, coming in with a solid second place. So tight standings tightening up. How do you feel about Interlagos next week?
Metallics is the track where I got the better result in my career on G, so I'm pretty confident about it. I'm sure Callum would be a good challenge to Robbie too. So yeah, I'm not too much confident, not underconfident, just all right.
Absolutely, and fantastic job, mate. And can't wait to see what you guys have for us next week. And congratulations, great second place finish here tonight.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and last but definitely not least, here on the podium tonight is Rob Heck. So, congratulations,
Finally.
man. I mean, we're gonna backtrack a week here. We know that you were on the big stage there last weekend. Obviously, that's what pressure is really all about here in sim racing. You had a great finish there in the Toyota thing, so congratulations on that, first of all, from Flat Out Racing and, of course, GT45 and the community. We're really proud of what you did on the big stage in Monaco. Now, coming into this race, you had a disconnect in round two. Obviously, you missed last week because you were over there playing with the big boys. What was your mindset coming into the race today?
Well, mindset mainly was to not mess up qualifying, and I did that, unfortunately. I just completely missed a corner and lost quite a bit of time there. Lap wasn't really bad. It just had one corner that lost me a ton of time, and not really used to quite where the wind was. And so I'd practiced on like every single like wind direction, right? And that was the only one that I hadn't really gotten practice for. So the massive tailwind on the straight made turn one braking really hard. So just kind of threw me off a little bit, contributed to my mistake. I came in this weekend really feeling like I needed a win, especially after the disconnect in round two. I mean, I was pretty sure I was probably going to get the win there. I had a pretty good amount of laps to close up to Callan, and just disconnect really was frustrating because, you know, with only 2 drop rounds throughout the season and knowing I was going to miss the one to the World Tour, now it's like I need to have pretty much a perfect season to beat these guys just throughout the rest of the season. So yeah, really going to be pushing forward for that. I feel pretty confident for Interlagos. It's one of my most consistent tracks. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. I know Callan's gonna be pretty quick there, and same with Samuel as well.
Absolutely, and I mean that battle in the last 5-6 laps. I mean, how do you guys feel right now? I mean, you guys are used to battling like that, obviously, but when you're in those rigs battling like that, I mean, there's so much going through your mind. You're sweating. I mean, yeah. What's the pressure like, even in this situation? I mean, there is a lot on the line. There's a prize pool here for the winners of each division. So.
Yeah, I was just really worried about him getting on my inside, because around this track, if you get on someone's inside, it's pretty much a sure pass. It's really hard to overtake here. You know, there's only like maybe a good 2 or 3 good passing zones here, and my tires were pretty dead there on the last lap, and I think Samuel saved really good tires, and because he was just really quick on that last lap. And
he did. He had about 10 to 15% more rubber than you had on that front left.
Yeah, so. I didn't have anything. It was completely gone. So I was just trying to survive. And coming out of the pits, I knew, well, I could actually hear Samuel take off out of the pits when I was still in the pits. And I'm like, oh God, someone just didn't take hardly any fuel. And it turned out it was Samuel. So I knew from that point I needed to take a little extra fuel so I didn't have to worry about saving. And I knew I had just enough of a gap to Callan behind to take just a little bit more fuel. And I think it paid off because I didn't have to worry about fuel saving at all on the final stint. I could just push however I wanted when I needed to, and actually ended off with like around a half lap of fuel left. So that was nice.
Absolutely, and of course, happy with your race result tonight. I'm sure you are.
Oh yeah, definitely some redemption after getting disconnected in round 2. So just need to get a few more of those, and yeah, just not make any mistakes really, and not have any more disconnects. But you know, sometimes that's out of my control.
Absolutely, and as drivers, we do understand that in the sim racing sense. We are at the mercy of A, our internet connections, and B, the
Always.
servers. Of course, the servers game we're playing. So, Gran Turismo still fine tuning and tweaking out the bugs here in the game, but it is getting better and better every progression, and it's going to be that epic game we're all waiting for. So, massive congratulations!
They are working hard.
Absolutely,
they are working hard to fix it. So.
And that's coming right
It's
from
just
one of the guys in the know, guys.
There's no one fix for it, but they're going to be definitely releasing some smaller updates here and there to help fix the lobby connections, as well as any bugs, any jittering that you get between the cars. Getting weird lag bumps, weird net coding, and yeah. So there's no one fix for it. It's really complicated, they said. So they're going to be releasing lots of small updates. So,
well, there you have it.
Be looking forward to that.
So there is hope out there for you guys that aren't playing right now because you're a little upset maybe with the way the game is. Come on back, get yourself back acquainted with it because it's coming back and it's going to be bigger and better than ever when they do finally get it right. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the old platform is the same thing. It takes time to get all those little fine tunes in, and once the fine tunes are in, oh boy, we have got ourselves something on our hands here. So congratulations. I mean, these guys come back week in and week out, even under tough lobby conditions, and provide great racing. I mean, you guys put on a show. The chat's still buzzing. I'm still sweating, and I can't wait to see what you guys bring to Interlagos for us next week, because boy, oh boy, Interlagos is a little bit of a different racetrack. It's a little bit tougher to pass around that racetrack with the technical infield sector. So I think we're going to see a pretty tight pack here in the Elite Division. But any thank yous, my man?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just like to thank Samuel for racing really clean there on the last lap. That was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun on the battle, and be looking forward to it next week.
Absolutely. Well, great stuff. And again, congratulations. Great win for you. And we'll let you to it. Thanks for taking the time for the interview. And can't wait to see what you guys have for us next week.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there we have it. That was absolutely, I mean, race recap here, shall we? I mean, what do we say? Holy guacamole, chat. Best race of the season so far here at Flat Out Racing North America, without a question of a doubt. Pro lobbies scheduled tentatively for Monday, Pro-Am 1 for Tuesday, Pro-Am 2 for Wednesday. Those races will all be taking part here fairly soon, ladies and gentlemen. And then we will do what we do every week and bring you all the racing action here at Flat Out Racing North America. Again, sponsored by GTR Simulators and Apex Racing Team, ladies and gentlemen. Graphics provided by Hypre Graphics, and I am your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. I mean, wow, what a way to end off a weekend. Thank you, Elite Division from Flat Out Racing North America. You definitely gave us all something to be talking about here for the next 24 hours, 48 hours. So, wow, what a race. We're going to see the standings really change it up. Thanks again, Ghost. Great commentary. Appreciate you, Paymate. We have Melissa looking for P1 soon from Paymate. Great racing, everyone. Hey, MVP says Paymate. Appreciate it. You guys are absolutely awesome. I can't even believe I kept up to that action on the racetrack tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the calls. You know, we got lots more coming from Flat Out Racing North America. It's a 10-week season, so lots of content coming. If you haven't liked or shared the stream yet for us, if you wouldn't mind doing so, that'd be fantastic before you leave here tonight. If you have, thank you very much. You're legendary. You guys know the drill. It is a free way to help us grow. It does force the YouTube and Facebook algorithms to reach more people, bring more people in to see what we're doing here, potentially bring more drivers into the series in the future as well. Ladies, where you at? Where's our lady sim racers? The call for the lady sim racers has come out. Flat Out Racing North America is looking for you. Hit us up in the comments section. Ask us for a Discord server invite. We're going to get you in. Come on, ladies. We want you in here competing with the men, showing off your skills. We know you're out there, and we know you're quick. So, ladies, where you at? Come and hit the Flat Out Racing North America Discord. I am GT45 Gaming. Massive appreciation to all our viewers, new and existing and returning. Huge love to our administration staff here at Flat Out Racing North America, our stewards on track here in Spain. These guys work hard to put on 5 divisions of racing all week this week with the tuning and the testing. I mean, just a huge shout out to everybody involved. Our TV camera crew is on track, always providing us great angles for the race. And thank you to you guys, the viewers, for coming in and popping off, man. We love it. Absolute great vibes in this series, and it's all because of you guys. The drivers will keep coming back and putting on the action as long as the viewers keep coming back to support them. Thank you very much. I am GT45 Gaming signing off for the evening. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, stay winning, because you all matter. We love you so much. Thank you for your support. We'll be back tomorrow night. Alright, now I get to go racing after a pee. Well, I think Bonnie's having a bath, so I'll wait.